everyone, and welcome back to the Morning Puppet Show with me, Chloe. It's so nice to see you all again. Thank you for joining. So we left off last week at the end of chapter 5, and the project I set you was to check in with the people around you in your house who you're living with, your loved ones, to check if everyone's okay. And I hope you are all doing well and looking after yourselves and looking after each other. So this week's chapter is chapter 6, and it's called The Soup. As Susie, Motty, Fifi, Bertie and Omri all lay sleeping in their comfy beds on Monday morning, they suddenly heard from their parents, "Time to wake up! Time to start your schoolwork!" All of the friends in their own houses rolled over and rubbed their eyes. They climbed, flew and crawled out of their own beds to see that the rest of the neighbourhood was waking up too. They could see the people starting their work days and starting their school days all down the road, and it was time for them to do the same. They had a big stretch and started on their schoolwork. Bertie and Omri were hard at work and nearly finished learning about science when Bertie had a thought. "Omri," he said. "Yes, Bertie," said Omri. "What do you think our parents are doing while we're doing our schoolwork? Do you think their teachers have given them homework to do too?" "No, silly Bertie. Grown-ups don't have homework. Grown-ups have to go to big work so they can provide food and a lovely house for us all. But, Omri stopped and thought for a minute. My mum and dad haven't been to work in ages. I hope they're okay. How will we get food for the family now if my mum and dad aren't doing any work?" The pair looked a bit puzzled and worried. "Maybe we can do something to help out," said Bertie. "My dad's always making a yummy dinner, so we can help out by making one for them." "I'm sure they would love that," said Omri. So once they had both finished their day of schoolwork, they set to making a yummy dinner for the families. They flew down to the bush and picked up some nettles, some rose petals, to make them into a lovely soup. They flew back and started chopping up the nettles, chop, 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 chop. Chopping up the rose petals, chop, 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 chop. And Bertie found a big stick and decided it was going to be the stirring stick. They started putting the chopped nettles and rose petals into a bowl, adding water and stirring their soup. The two friends were very pleased with their creation. They were helping out their families and making sure that if they needed help, their parents knew that they were there. Good job, guys. And that's the end of chapter 6. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, your project for this week, I thought it would be quite fun to make some soup of your own. So if you go into your gardens, or if you don't have a garden, that's fine. If you look out the window and you can see any flowers that you can reach. I used to do this all the time when I was younger. Get some nice rose petals or any flowers that you can find that smell nice. Put them in a bottle, put them in a bowl and add some water, and you can stir them up and you can make your own rose petal soup or use it as perfume and it smells really nice. But see what kind of colourful flower soups you can make in your garden, and hopefully it will feed a lovely bird family somewhere. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next week. Bye!